Hey there, folks. It's the E-Man here. Yeah, I guess I just wanted to give an update. I wanted people to, I think I've just recently put out Castlevania Symphony of the Night, Part 5, where I was able to get the bad ending. I was able to go get to kill Richter, but I had to go and get all the other stuff set up so I could go to a whole other part of the game. To say, well, yeah, back on Monday and Tuesday, I was in some super duper cold and couldn't get to work for like 2 days. So, whew, yeah, it's like, wow. So I was like sick. So I was really out of it. I could barely sit in the chair here at the computer than anything. Excuse me. And I also wanted to voice like some things I've been doing. Been trying to get the PlayStation 3 emulator to work, and I was just like, whatever, I'm just gonna give up doing it. Yeah, I was playing Transformers Fall of Cybertron on there. I guess it kept having glitches. And I was trying to figure out other games, but I don't know, my virus protection going nuts or something. I was like, okay, I'll just get rid of it. Yeah, it just uses up too much space. Later on, I'll probably do it when I have more patience, but yeah, it's kind of under the weather still a little bit with that. But yeah, yeah, my voice still probably sounds pretty stuffily. I'm still kind of dealing with it, but whatever. Tomorrow's Friday, and then I off for the weekend, so I can hardly wait for that. Yeah, and Halloween's fast approaching too. Yeah, I mean, as it gets well, let me talk a little bit uh, about my costume here. Well, yeah, I was able to get this. I ordered this whip. Yeah, well, it's not a real whip, of course. It's kind of a play toy whip thing. Yeah, nothing inappropriate. I want to be going to be like a vampire killer for Halloween, so I had to go get a pirate shirt, some cool pirate gloves. Yeah, I had wanted to get the costume, but couldn't get the costume wouldn't be arriving before Halloween. I was able to get the whip, of course. I still had to order that separately. Yeah, they nickel and dime you with a lot of these costumes. It's like, why can't it just be all in one thing? Like my Beetlejuice costume, or my Mad Hatter costume, or my Spider-Man costume. That had everything I needed. Yeah, I still got a bunch of those costumes around here. So yeah, I thought I would do a makeshift kind of costume. Yeah, I don't want to spend too much money either. Yeah, at Spirit of Halloween, you can spend a small fortune pretty quickly. I think it was like $50. I got the pirate shirt, the pirate boots, and pirate pants, or whatever. Because I figured it fits the period kind of shirt. And I'm like, well, I guess I'll be like some weird relative of the Belmonts or something, I guess. Since I do a lot of Castlevania, and I've always wanted to try to be like a vampire killer or something from Castlevania or something. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have given it away, but yeah, it's like all right. Yeah, and I do apologize. A lot of my Halloween setup, excuse me. Yeah, I've been kind of moving stuff around. I hadn't really had time to really set it up. I mean, I had this whole pumpkins and everything set up. Now I just have this ghost here. So my other pumpkins and things, I gotta go get batteries and stuff. Gotta get this more set up. And of course, I got Mr. Bones in my closet. Yeah, I had introduced him, but I wasn't really sure how to kind of. I don't want to do like every episode with him because it might get kind of obnoxious. But yeah, I mean, yeah. Oh yeah, a lot of some yeah. What was it? Oh yes, yes. Ninja Gaiden 4 just came out yesterday on I think the Xbox, PlayStation 5, and Steam. I've gotten the Steam version. Excuse me. It took me a while to download it, so it was like, what's taking so long? I tried to do it on Game Pass, but I got so frustrated with Game Pass. It seemed to be taking forever for it to download. And I was like, okay, I'm not going to pay money for this stupid stuff. And I, was getting the game on Steam, and I looked, and it's like, the download speed time was a lot less on Steam. I don't know why the download time seemed so long on Xbox Game Pass. Because I had the app to play it on the PC or whatever, but yeah, it took forever to download it. Yeah, then I noticed you can't get the deluxe version of it. And the deluxe version is like $90. And it's like what? Yeah, you can only play the standard version on Game Pass. Well, then of course Game Pass can decide, oh, they're going to pull the game anyway. Like, why is Xbox releasing day one games now? I thought that hurts their bottom line, doesn't it? Because then no one's buying the game. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people playing it. I really want to get into playing it, and I'm probably going to do a video at some point about it. Yeah, Symphony of Night. I've loved that game, much like a lot of people do. So yeah, it's kind of interesting to play it again. But I'm gonna kind of be happy with this. When Symphony of Night, my Symphony of Night videos are kind of done. Yeah, I know I had played. Let's see, played Castlevania Chronicles, the PlayStation game. Played that. I've played Castlevania 4 back in the past. Dracula X. Yep. Castlevania Bloodlines. Trying to play Rondo of Blood, but I don't. Yeah, it's for some odd reason that collection on the PS4 that's Rondo of Blood and Castlevania Symphony of the Night. It's not been released on PC for whatever reason. Yeah, I don't know why Symphony of the Night is not in the Castlevania collection or something. Yeah, I mean, Konami needs to give us one more Castlevania collection. Like, where's all the 3D Castlevania games? Why don't we have a collection of those? I don't quite understand what Konami's thinking or whatever. Yeah, big thing is weird. I've noticed that all my videos with Symphony of the Night are copyright. There's like copyright on it, and it claims it's the Dracula's Castle music. It's like, I know that the Symphony of the Night soundtrack is out on an album, so perhaps that's what the issue is. But I just think it's kind of weird. Only that one song. Out of all the songs in here, they're going to pull the Dracula's Castle. It's like, yeah, whatever. But that's just an interesting thing, I guess. Of course, it's all auto pay, auto figured out anyway. Yeah, a lot of that's probably AI ran. There's not an actual person that copyrights stuff. It wasn't a copyright strike. It was just the copyright notification that it was a copyright. I just get a little. Oh, I'm weird with some games. You can play them and no one cares about what the music. Well, of course, if you're playing like Grand Theft Auto and there's actual music playing, then yeah, they can copyright that. I know music is just a strange thing that's rather difficult to figure out who owns the rights to it or not. I think Sony owns the rights to the music or something. I don't know. But, a great soundtrack. Yeah, I mean, definitely a great. I love the music of Castlevania. So that's it. Yeah, as I've said before, I really love Castlevania. I know I've been trying to do other games, but I don't know. The Splatterhouse games, I think, are almost a little intense for doing a video on. Yeah, Splatterhouse 3 really freaks me out a little bit. The second one's okay, but those games are really tough too. I mean, they're not like not super easy or nothing. It's very interesting how there's a lot of video games that seem very violent. I mean, why? Oh yeah, because everyone goes after Mortal Kombat all the time, and everyone forgot about Splatterhouse. I think I remember playing the original arcade game. I think way back when. Boy, was it quite an intense game. It was like nothing I had ever played. Yeah, at that era, there wasn't much besides Mortal Kombat or whatever. Yeah. Of course, ironically, Sympathy of the Night, yeah, going back to Sympathy of the Night, that game was not widely liked when it came out. I think I remember seeing the ads for Sympathy of the Night, and I was like, what the heck is this? Excuse me. And then I saw like a I think it was, I forgot what magazine it was, but it was one of those, was it Electronic Gaming Monthly or something? It was one of those magazines. And this whole like pull out thing talking about Castlevania Symphony of the Night and explaining like they liked it, you know, but well at that time everyone wanted to go the 3D, you know, 3D graphics was all the rage, and people thought anything that was 2D was kind of backwards. And well, in those days, everyone wanted to advance with video games. Everyone wanted to advance the newest and greatest thing. That's like kind of what happened with like motorcycles. Everyone wanted the latest and greatest thing, but now it's like, well, now in this age, people want to go back. This is why a lot of people would rather go buy older motorcycles than go buy the new high tech computerized ones because they don't really want them anymore. Or they like to have nostalgia of doing it. It's like with video games. Like now, everyone wants to go back and play those old video games that they may have gotten rid of so they could get the latest and greatest video game technology. Yeah, it's an interesting thing, and now it's because Castlevania Symphony of the Night, they stuck to 2D. Symphony of the Night still holds up today. I really believe it does. I mean, it holds up today compared to a lot of the other games, much like Super Metroid and the Metroid Mania and all that stuff. It's still holds up. The graphics are still great. I was amazed how fluid the graphics are on how they've enhanced the graphics on the PlayStation 5 or I mean PlayStation 4 version of Symphony of the Night. Of course, that version on that collection I was talking about is of course the PSP redone one. I don't know why Konami felt like they had to put all new voice actors in it and like try to redo it. They technically redid Rondo of Blood, you know, in some weird 3D kind of look on the PSP. And then they gave us Symphony of the Night, but for some reason they decided they wanted to change it. So all the voice acting is different. Yeah, Robert Belgrade is like just thrown away, I guess. It's like, what? Yeah, like whatever. Well, Robert Belgrade, the voice of Alucard, he's also I think it is the narrating in Chronicles of the Wolf, I think. Yeah, so yeah, I would suggest checking that game out if you like Castlevania, I guess. Should be playing that too. Oh yeah, some of the fan Castlevania games I kind of wanted to at least talk about. There's Castlevania, I think, Castlevania Chronicles. It was like one of those games, like, it's like a remake of Castlevania 3. A very impressive fan game, kind of remake of Castlevania 3. It's pretty cool. It's a little bit tough, but I've started to get better at it. Well, and then the big issue was I had to play it on my older laptop, which I don't have virus protection on it. I was able to play it. Yeah, it's just it messes with your computer. If your virus protection is going to go all nuts trying to make it work. I've seen a lot of YouTubers like playing that game and they have issues with it running, so I don't know what it is. False positives in your virus protection or something. I've had issues with that, like trying to run other emulators and stuff. It's kind of weird. Yeah, I have the McAfee, which I guess is pretty good, but well, Windows 10 support has technically ended, so I had issues with someone trying to, yeah. Some weird notification thing came up when I was on Facebook, and then all of a sudden my computer froze, and there's this weird computer voice telling me not to turn off my computer. I'm like, what's going on, man? Like, Facebook isn't going to suspend my account because of some weird thing that's not going on. It's like, poo. Oh, on a later note, I've seen a video of everyone's favorite former Review Tech USA, Rich, who can't seem to keep his mouth shut about anything in his personal life or anything he doesn't want anyone to know about. I know he might come after me, I don't know, but I'm not saying anything mean to him. Supposedly he got, fell for a scam, I guess. Supposedly someone called claiming to be his bank. He didn't say officially what he probably leaked, but I guess a bunch of his bank accounts and stuff got leaked, which sucks. I know, I know some people fall for these scams, but it just seems a little bit ridiculous to me. Well, he's got everything else going on in his life, and now he's got someone stealing his personal information. And he's at a ball sitting there doing a video about, oh, well, I want to make sure that my iPhone 17 Plus is fixed. Do you mean you have to, like, reboot your whole phone? Do you know how to do that? Yeah, they're not to poke the bear or anything. He's been through quite a lot, so I don't know. But I can understand where he's coming from. Sometimes I've gotten a little bit mad at people sometimes, but I don't know. If I make a mistake, I'm not going to constantly bring it up. Oh, you remember what I did? Like, he's always constantly bringing up stuff. I was like, I don't know, man. I would think most people that probably had identity theft or they fell for a scam or something, they're probably not going to want to come and tell everybody that they just fell for it. So that's odd. Yeah, I definitely suggest everyone look out for this too. I've got text messages of people claiming to be from Indeed, trying to hire me. And of course, what is one of the things you have to put on, any application for a job is your social security number. So, geez, oh. Yeah, he didn't really say, like, what did he give them exactly, but whatever. I guess they had hacked into his app or something. Yeah, Chase Bank app. I don't know. I used to have Chase Bank. Glad I don't, because Chase Bank seems to have all kinds of weird things going on with it, whatever. But yeah, some people will fall for these scams. I've had a lot of scams before. People on here, somebody online claiming they had some weird material of me, and I'm like, this is trying to blackmail me or something. I was like, what are you talking about? I don't know who the heck you are. Like, what, large sums of money for something? I was like, whatever. It's crazy. Yeah, it's a crazy world. Everyone wants to, yeah, whatever. People trying to blame it on the current administration. I don't, well, I think I blame it on the current administration here, not in, fully, maybe indirectly. Well, I know there's a lot of federal employees that right now aren't getting paid, so maybe there's a lot more people willing to try to scam people. Maybe now, I don't know. And I'm not going to do politics. I don't like him coming on claiming it's someone else's fault. It's like, whatever. Well, it's interesting. I don't think that someone would want to share that they got scammed like that, because then that just invites people to pick at you. Yeah, and I got no offense towards Rich or whatever, but he needs to get stuff figured out. I remember when he like deleted his channel, he was unhappy, and I don't know. I understand. A lot of times on my channel, I get kind of unhappy. I mean, no offense to anybody, but you know, my videos aren't doing the best with views, but you know, whatever. I try to do exciting things, but I know a lot of you would prefer I do talking videos, but I do play some games. I don't claim to be the best gamer in the universe. And a lot of times I regret not playing a game longer, but well, with Symphony of the Night, I kind of know the setup of it, so I know kind of when is the best places to stop between scenarios there. Yeah, the Orlocks fight scene. Yeah, this is that guy. I know I'm pronouncing his name wrong. So he's like in the animated Castlevania series. Of course, he looks completely different character than who he is in Symphony of the Night. So whatever. It's a very interesting game. It really is. I know a lot of people use randomizers and stuff, and I've noticed a lot of people playing Castlevania of the Night using randomizers, and they don't say that they are. I guess it doesn't matter because they show stuff. It was like, why is he? Where did he get that sword and that cloak? You know, that early in the game, but I'm like, oh, a randomizer. It's like, why does he not say it's a randomizer? I mean, I know everyone pretty much figured out it was, but he could at least have said it. Yeah, there's a lot of cool randomizers for Sympathy of the Night. I heard there's a new mod, which is pretty cool that works with the game menu to do a randomizer. I just like playing the game, so I don't really want to do a randomizer. I might do a randomizer on my own time, because I know most games set up like RPG like Sympathy of the Night. It takes a while to play the game. Not that long. I'm going to forget how long it usually took me to get through the game. Well, as most of you know, there was a Saturn version that was Japanese only. Yeah, that was Japanese only. And I've played the retranslated version or whatever. But I guess that's enough for ranting here. Please like and subscribe as always. And feel free to leave any comments about how you feel about, excuse me, Sympathy of the Night, or how you feel about, you know, the Rich and the former Review Tech USA guy. I don't know. I wish him the best. I don't wish him ill, but I think he needs to stop. He needs to really be careful what he's doing. He's doing some dumb things that, thankfully, he was able to. Hopefully, he can get that stuff straightened out. Yeah, I don't wish anyone having their identity stolen at all. It's not a nice thing to do. But anyway, catch you guys later. Catch you guys later. Bye.